Chernobyl is big, and this week I was going to challenge myself to try and visit every single town in just one life, all 75 of them, or 72, I don't really know, it kind of depends on who you ask, or even what you count as a town. Like, is this a town? I mean, it most definitely was a town. What about Scalicity? It's named on the map, it has a well, but only a handful of houses. And well, if Scalicity counts, does this count, or this? The question is, where do you draw the line between a few random houses or an actual town? Then you have the opposite problem. Is Upper Barazuno and Lower Barazuno one or two towns? Or, take the case of Cherno, are the apartment blocks part of Cherno, or three separate towns themselves? There was just too many variables and it was beginning to complicate the challenge, so I decided to settle on visiting every well. Nearly every significant location in the game had one, and it would give me a consistent point I'd have to reach within each settlement. I started the challenge off in Electro. Like always, if you do enjoy these challenge videos, make sure to subscribe and comment any of your own challenge ideas below. Without further ado, let's pick this video up right as I head into town, where I quickly bump into a few survivors. There's a guy in front of me. Hey man.
Hey, what up, man? What up?
Hey dude. Just sort of spawned. Oh, there's two of you.
Name?
Our name's Rav, what
Yeah,
about you two?
Rav, name's Nick.
Does town safe, or is it like anyone wondering?
Yeah, I mean there's zucchinis planted by the wells and shit.
These guys seemed relatively nice, so I took their advice about the farm located at the well and headed over to investigate. Any food I could get my hands on would be crucial, especially this early on. See, I was playing on a different server to my usual challenges. While this one was still technically modded, it only added additional items, so loot, or at least the abundance of loot, was similar to vanilla, making finding food and weapons a lot more challenging. To my surprise, the rumours of a farm were true. There was little left, but I scavenged what I could and officially started off the challenge by drinking from the well, where I ran into yet another survivor. Oh hey man.
What's up? You Raz?
Are you one of the guys I just met?
No, but they were calling your name.
Oh.
They would get through. They went towards Chino.
Another survivor turned up at the well, and with the previous survivors calling my name, I took this as my cue to leave. Before heading on to any more wells, I wanted to loot Electro and make sure I was decently equipped for the journey. And once again, I ran into another survivor. Wait. Fuck me, there's people everywhere in this town. Electro was surprisingly friendly today, a rarity in DayZ. Fortunately for me, this provided a safe opportunity for me to gather more supplies. I found myself drinking from the same well again. This time I had a cooking pot. I thought it'd be a cool idea if I collected water from every single well. With some basic supplies under my belt, I felt confident enough to head out on my adventure. West Electro, Puster and Prig were a breeze. It wasn't until I reached Cherno where I ran into some real problems. Oh shit, there's a guy in front of me. Hey. Hey man. You have a mic? Hello? You might need to take your helmet off. Hello? I was just quick enough to be able to save myself from imminent death. And in terms of loot, I gained nothing from this encounter, but it began to teach me that this server wasn't as friendly as I once thought it was. I decided it was time to properly defend myself, and headed to the PD, but I found nothing. I had nothing more than a Makarov, a few bullets, and caution to protect myself. I snuck over to Cherno well, and left just as quickly, heading north towards the apartments. There's a guy on me. Fuck's sake. Why is everyone a psycho? I don't know if he raised a gun. Thought I heard something. I heard like a zombie and then there was one on me, but I heard another one to my right and I looked and there was just a guy. couldn't tell if he had his gun raised or if he had a tire iron in his hand. I'm going to assume it's a gun and just run away. With this guy on my tail and a suspicion he wasn't very friendly, I had to quickly get to the well and then get out of here. Hey man! He's got a proper big gun and he's on me. He's not friendly. Because I said hey man, he said nothing back. I hit him with a hey man and then just pegged it like I was about to talk. I can see him on the road. To be fair, he doesn't have his gun out anymore. He might be friendly. Let me raise my hand, see if he raises it back. Oh, he raised his hand. Hello? Oh, he's injured. Hello? Hello?
What's going on, man?
Sorry, I got a bit scared because I couldn't hear you talking.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I didn't hear you previously.
Nah, sorry about the fucking gun thing. I didn't know it was in my hands.
Oh, okay. You were the guy that I saw when I had the zombies on me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you in a group or something with that armband?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. You look pretty fucking stacked. You roam this area then?
No, I'm actually trying to get the fuck out of here. I hate this area.
Oh, yeah. I was just in here for a minute. I did meet somebody, but they shot me with their amphibia.
They fucking shot you with a 22?
Do you need anything? I've got some food.
Nah, I'm alright, man. I don't want to take your food. I know it's hard as shit to get on this server.
If you are in need of food, I saw a tent down on the sort of southwest side of Cherno, like a party tent which had some vegetables in.
Like the garden shit?
Yeah.
Like, I know on this server they do a lot of gardening in Cherno for the fresh spawns, but I'm actually trying to go up north.
Yeah, he's a cannibal. This is scaring me.
Well, good luck on your journey, man. I'm gonna start heading north again, meet up with my buddies, but
yeah.
You be safe, alright, man?
You too, man. I'm just gonna head up to my next one. My name's Rav. What about you, man?
Rav, Dan. Danimal's my
Dan.
name.
See you around, man.
Alright, take care, Rav.
See ya. My suspicions were right from the very beginning, but I put the cannibal thing to one side as he seemed friendly to me. Little did I know, I was walking straight into his trap. Bullets rained down on me from all directions. I ran for my life as Dan stood there, watching for his sick enjoyment. He could have killed me himself at any opportunity, but it seems his cannibal group are more interested in playing with their food first. I'd cut through the supermarket and continued to run for my life. Realising that the town would conceal me slightly, I decided to take a 90-degree turn and run back down into Cherno, hoping the cannibals would follow my original path. This decision proved wise, as I never saw them again. Sadly, they threw off my plans and the order in which I wanted to visit the wells, but I was grateful to still be alive and continued my adventure west. It was getting pretty late for me, so I gave Kamenka a good loot. I even found a shotgun and a couple of shells, and then called it a night. I logged on the next day, ready for adventure. My first stop, Pavlovo. Hearing a shot in Zelenogorsk, I decided to head east instead. Ticking off all the wells I missed the previous day due to that cannibal clan. A luck already seemed to be on my side, as I quickly found a heli crash, which even included some night vision goggles. Sadly, these weren't too effective on this server, but nonetheless I continued heading east. Quickly ticking off Bor and then Kozlovka. It wasn't until I was halfway to Nadazino that I ran into my first player. An idiot. Hello? Hello? Was that kill justified? Most definitely not. But I don't regret it. It allowed me to easily double my supplies. I went from having just 2 shotgun shells to over 20. Worth it in my opinion. I continued heading from well to well, but I employed a lot of caution. This challenge run was going very well, and I didn't want to lose it. After scouting Nadazino, I determined it was safe. I did the same for Cherno's summer camp. However, I did see a survivor on my way out, but I left him be. I continued towards Mogilevka, which I didn't waste a second in. After scouting Vishnoi, I saw a survivor drinking from the well. I saw this as an easy kill, but I just missed my shot. I decided it would be best to avoid Vishnoi, and headed over towards Rogovo, Pogorevka and Pulkovo. I even saw smoke from a heli crash, but it despawned just before I could get to it. I then had the daunting task of Zelenogorsk, a town which had ended this challenge too many times. And like clockwork, as I muttered the words, "I'm not gonna die because I'm not gonna go to the military base this time." Although I did hear someone shooting a really big gun over. No way. I was killed again. I am now convinced that this challenge is cursed. I've had so many attempts at it, and this was by far the most successful and action-packed run. I could easily do this challenge on an empty or low pop server, but I believe it's an unfair representation of DayZ if I don't do it on a server with at least 60 other players running about. So, while it might not be the successful ending you were hoping for, it perfectly represents the struggles of these challenges and the uncertainty which is DayZ.